Hello, you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast 5, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, SPS Commerce, and Sezzle.
All right, Instagram now lets companies pay for ads directly in their search results. Can you see what the retail industry is focused on? And Jesus Christ. According to a company press release, Instagram now allows for ads in Instagram search results via its new Instagram Marketing API. The feature update will enable 3 capabilities via the new API. I always love this when I get to read all the capabilities. The first is ad creation, i.e. developers will be able to use, quote, Instagram search as one of the placement options when creating ads. And also ad insights, meaning when breaking down insights by placement level, it will be possible to see how ads perform via Instagram search results placements. And finally, ad preview. Developers will be able to see a preview of all their search ads. And suffice it to say, it's been a very tough year for Instagram in many ways. Are you like some of our loyal followers on social media who immediately poo-pooed this, or is there something to like about it?
I'm not going to poo-poo this.
You're not going to poo-poo it.
I think it's a good move. I also feel bad for you because this press release very clearly came directly from Meta and was for developers to read about exactly what their new lines of code would be coming in, or their call and response from the API would be set up. Not fit for podcast, Meta. Not good.
It gives you an exact understanding of why commerce continues to prove difficult for Instagram when you think about that, Ann. That's a great point.
Yes. No, simply put here, I think that what this move from Instagram is telling us is that, people are using Instagram and TikTok as their Google now. Mm-hmm. I mean, this next generation, myself included, that's what we're going to. If we want to find a restaurant, I'm not going to Google to find restaurants, near me. The results are skewed. You get served up a bunch of ads, and on Instagram, prior to this, you're able to see content directly.
Right.
Like you're able to see, okay, here's where I am. These are the restaurants around me. I can see videos and photos of people who are eating in these places and help make my decision that way. So I think that it makes a ton of sense that Meta is trying to push to start making some ad revenue off of these behaviors that are already happening. But the second thing I want to point out is that I think it's really important here for brands to be thinking about this in terms of their investment in video content. Because it's not just about search terms anymore. This is about what content is going to be served up when I search restaurants around me. Or if I search I want a handbag or whatever. This is not going to be just good keyword data. Now it's going to have to be an investment in what creators locally are you investing in?
Yeah.
How are you investing in video content that, both lives on your own site, that you can, how are you breaking up the content that you're investing money in so that it can be served up for search results? It can be in my TikTok feed, all these things. I think this is really going to push brands and retailers to have to start thinking about that and their investment in those technologies, because that's what I'm looking for when I'm searching. And if your ad doesn't serve me up content that's going to entice me visually, I'm going to pass. I'm going to scroll on.
You are. Yeah, because you do this.
Oh,
You wholeheartedly. I'll tell the audience an example. We were in Lisboa recently.
Yes.
And whenever we travel, just so you know, this is a standard thing that we do every time we travel. We're looking for a restaurant. Ann is heads down in the mobile phone.
I do not speak to anyone.
On the street, does not talk to anyone. Does not even answer questions from anyone.
No.
But she's heads down, and I'm like, finally I got her to talk to me. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm Instagram searching where to go for dinner tonight.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. So I agree with you. I actually like it a lot. If anything, because I think it's smart and it capitalizes on activity that, like we just said, you and others are doing, and that a Google exec, if we remember correctly, not long ago said was eating into their business.
Yes.
The announcement they wish they could take back.
Yep.
The hardest part of it, though, for me is what we kind of joked about in the beginning is I still read it and it makes me really sad. This announcement makes me really sad. Still, it makes me sad thinking about what could have been for Instagram and commerce if it didn't piss down its leg, the biggest capital misallocation in the history of retail, which was the metaverse. It's just such a bad thing. But I don't know. I think the move is shrewd, and who knows? Maybe it even gets them jump started on commerce down the line. But you're right. Reading that press release, It's going to take some more creative outlets, I think, or creative talent in that business to get that happening, I think, to get the needle moved.
It might.
Yeah.
You never know.
Hopefully they haven't all left, but
Yes.
that's the big question.